Hello Virgo, this is a reading for a large number of people. So although when I pray and prepare, I do ask that each of you receives at least one message, it is for a large number of people. Now, for those of you that are curious what decks we are using today, pulling from Doreen Virtue's Archangel Power Tarot deck, as well as her Magical Messages from the Fairies deck, and Colette Baron Reed's Enchanted Map deck. Now let me make sure you guys can actually see those. Okay, so this is a situation. This is something that they're recommending you do, and this is something to know, and that'll give you additional guidance, they're saying. Okay, some additional help. Now, the first row that we have the Three of Michael, and then we have Solitude, and then Debt Paid Off. Now, when it comes to this deck of cards, the Suit of Michael is, it's all about, our ability to think things through when we're going through a challenging situation, getting some clarity. It's really, there's a lot of focus on communication. Blue is the color of communication, your throat chakra, speaking our truths, speaking up, communicating honestly, openly. Also freeing ourselves, because oftentimes we'll have thoughts that are self-limiting, and we will lead ourselves to believe that we're trapped, that we're stuck. So this suit will often talk about, how we free ourselves from those illusions that we have created that are keeping us trapped. And it's interesting that both situations are in the Suit of Michael. They're trying to get you to free yourself. Okay, now as far as situation one, at the bottom it says, release the past. You will grow from the situation. Time heals all wounds. So some of you, you're going through most of you, it's a challenging breakup, an emotional relationship, a romantic relationship that's fallen apart, and you're having a hard time with that. They're saying that you're having a bit of a challenge forgiving yourself, forgiving others for the actions, choices, things said, things done, and really having a hard time letting go and shifting your perspective to something more positive. Because the number 13 that we have here is Solitude. That's and this is what they're recommending you do. 13 is a number. It's a master number. It's the final master number, and it talks about Jesus and the Ascended Masters are helping you maintain a positive outlook. So they're saying for a number of you, you lost this love interest, this partner, spouse, person that you were dating, person that you were involved with, but you love them deeply. There was a deep connection. It was a soulmate. It was a divine love. For some, it could be a higher level divine love, a twin, something. For some, it's a love triangle. But you had to let this person go, and you felt a deep, solid connection with them. You were very hopeful that things would work. You have the Dove here, and it was like this divine connection. You felt the soulmate connection. You felt connected to this person. You had to let this person go. They're trying to help you with that. They're trying to help you heal. They're trying to help you move on. They're trying to help you see the positive. Okay, so as odd as this sounds, they say that something positive is coming out of it. But what you need to focus on right now is Solitude, and this is card number 13. And this is a card that talks about, being comfortable with yourself as, you detach from the situation, detach from the person, detach from what's going on, and focus on yourself and replenishing yourself and your soul and revitalizing yourself. So they're encouraging you to take a step back. Take a step back from the heartache, take a step back from the situation, take a step back from the person. Now, for some of you, they're saying a very small number. This could be something with a close friend, but for most, it's a romantic partnership. But they're encouraging you to take a step back, to stop one, because they're saying some of you are wondering why. Why did this happen? Why did this fall apart? They're trying to encourage you to stop asking why, to allow, to take your focus off of that and just to allow things to happen, and take the time that you need to rest, to focus on you, to heal, to move forward. Because for most of you, this was it was a karmic thing that had to happen, had to occur. Because this card, Debt Paid Off, this typically this is a card that talks about finances. At the bottom it says the old weight and habit of debt is lifted from you into your life. So typically this talks about a financial situation. But what they're saying is, you've paid a karmic debt off. It was a karmic cycle, a karmic debt, a karmic lesson, a karmic thing. But now that the karma has been satisfied, now that it's been closed, it's come to a closure, come to a completion. Now you're able to have a new beginning and move forward. Because they're saying that now you're debt free of karma now. And they're saying for some of you, both you and that person are now free of this karmic debt. But in order to have a new beginning, you have to shift your perspective. Because they're saying for some of you, you're so heartbroken that you're falling into a place of despair and depression and isolation. Which is funny because they're saying to pull away. They're not saying to pull away in a depressive isolation. They're saying to pull away, to meditate, to focus on you, do things for yourself, to bring yourself back. They're also saying meditation. Meditation is really important because they're trying to give you some insight as to why this occurred the way that it did, to help you move forward and help you see that. But because you're in a state of despair, you're having a hard time seeing that. So they need you to meditate to get those answers, because they really are trying to help you. But you do need to shift your perspective. So let's get some additional clarification on what the situation is, to see if that'll help. So the first card that we have is the Dattore, and this is the doctor, a professional. This is somebody that helps, and sometimes it's an attorney, a physician, but someone helps with the situation, someone that assists, that's caring, that's giving. And then we have the pensiero, and this is the thinker, thinking, evaluating, reflecting, giving some thought to something. And then we have the room, the stanza, and this talks about privacy, intimacy, solitude, but you can see everything's also messed up. Move these for you guys. So there's a couple different meanings. So for some of you, you were in a relationship where one of you was giving and the other one was not. And although there was some thought and contemplation about that, there were no communications. See, no one's in this room, which is why things are all messed up. You've got cracks in the walls, pictures falling down, the curtains thrown up. So for some of you, and we'll go off. So for some of you, there's a woman in the car. So for some of you, you're in a relationship with a man. One of you is giving. They're saying for a number of you were giving. They were not giving in return. He was contemplating, but nothing was done about it. There was no communication, which is why it's all fallen apart. Now, for some of you, they're saying, we have 3 of Michael. So for some of you, there was a third party. So for some of you, he was giving to another person, not to you. Now, he was contemplating, but still stuck on his past. He's looking in the direction of the past. So he's contemplating. He was thinking about the relationship with you, but still stuck on the past of the person he was giving his all to and not giving it to you. And because of that, no communications, the room's all jacked up and everything has fallen apart. But because of this, there was some karmic, a karmic debt that had to be paid or closed. They're saying some of you, it was a karmic debt that had to have closure. There had to be some closure on this karmic debt in order to move forward. But they're saying to take this time to focus on you. That's weird. Okay. Very, very interesting. So with dog, this is, loyalty, protection, support, faithfulness, unconditional love, the things that you want in a partnership, a partner. And then we have flowers, which this speaks of beauty, a gift that warms your heart, something of love, passion, joy, appreciation. Then we have luck, clover, and this speaks of luck and happiness. It's interesting because it's seeing this relationship that she's in with him. By letting go, it turns out to be lucky. It is a relationship of loyalty and love, and the flowers also represent communication. So with communications, things would have turned around and been lucky. Okay, it's not over. It's not over. It's not over, but your debt is paid off. And as contradictory as it sounds, you have to take your focus off of this, off of him, off of her. Put your focus on you and what brings you joy. Meditate. They're saying to meditate, not to delve into the details of this, because this was a karmic cycle, a karmic debt, paid, finished, closed, ended. It has made this relationship, this connection fall apart. But now is the time for you to focus on you. Now, situation 2 starts off with the Knight of Michael. And if you see that across the top, it says strong, committed, intellectual, diligent. And then at the bottom, it says time to move quickly, choose logic over emotion, sudden changes. Now, Knights are all about new beginnings, moving forward. This Knight moves very swiftly, quickly. Actually, let's move this up there. This is a card that talks about a lot of things happening at once. A lot of sudden changes that require swift action, decision making, to confidently and decisively make decisions. Because like if you look, this knight is all armored up, very confident, blazing into the future. Yeah, because they're saying some of you are stuck on the past. But you've got things that are blazing you into the future, but you're going to have to be decisive. Make plans, make some decisions, and listen to logic. For some of you, the situation, you're resolving a situation that came up in the recent past. It's something that occurred that you did not anticipate, you did not want. It was something of emotion. So some of you are closing something off. So say you're ending a relationship or you're finalizing a divorce. Maybe something came, for some of you, you found out that the other person was cheating or they didn't want to be in a relationship anymore. Because they're saying for some of you, you wanted that. You had high hopes, high faith that it would work out, and it did not. And you were committed to that relationship, but it wasn't meant to be, and it's fallen apart, which is why they're encouraging you to see things as they are. Because they're saying for some of you, they were saying like he's charging forward, he's charging to the future. Because some of you are in this situation where you're feeling nostalgic about the past, or you can fall into the pitfall of feeling nostalgic about the past, but they're encouraging you to use your logic. So they're saying for some of you, this is a relationship. This is a person, things have fallen apart. This is not the first time it's fallen apart. When you have allowed yourself to fall into that nostalgia in the past, it's always led to a dead end and heartbreak. They're trying to free you of that. But for some of you, it's like you've got a number of things that are tied to legalities. So maybe for some of you, maybe you do have a hearing at court. You're trying to decide how things are going to be divvied up. But they're saying that there's a number of things that are occurring to free yourself of this connection. They're saying for some of you, it could be business intertwined with love. So for some of you, you were with this partner and you started a business venture with them. But they're trying to get you freed of that, but there is a lot going on. You are going to need to make a lot of decisions, and you're going to have to make that with a clear mind, clear head. Now, what they're encouraging you to do, you have the card 32. Which is magic prayer. And this talks about, speaking your prayers, listening for the answers, acting in faith. Reminder that your prayers are being answered. They're helping you. They are healing you. But it's also a card that talks about thy will be done and not mine be done. Because they're saying for some of you, they've taken away something that you have wanted for many, many years. Someone that you've wanted. Because they're trying to bring in something better. And for some of you, this is, it's like a destined, fated thing. And they're trying to get you on your right path. Now 32, if you look at the number 32, it's a number that speaks of Jesus reminding us to have faith, that all things are possible. But when you also boil it down, it's the number 5, which is a number that speaks of change. So they are taking you through this change. They're separating you from this person, this situation, in order to move you on to something better. Which is why they're encouraging for some of you to not allow those nostalgic feelings, to move forward, to truly see things as they are. Look at things logically, make logical, clear decisions, and to not be pulled into that. Because some of you, they're saying that this is something that you really, really deeply wanted, but it's not meant for you, which is why they're trying to guide you elsewhere. And they keep saying, thy will be done. Because they're saying if you will trust and look, see, if you look, her head's kind of like tilted upward. She has her eyes closed. So for some of you, this is a sad time to have to let this person go, let this situation go, because you put so much stock in that, so much effort in that. You really, really wanted that, but that's not what's best for you. And they're saying when you look deep down, you know that. But because there's these feelings, these nostalgic feelings, this hope, because they're saying for some of you, this person, when you first got with them, they're saying for some of you many years ago, it was really, really good. It was really good. You thought, man, this is the love of a lifetime. We are going to build something amazing together. But then it fell apart. They're saying for some of you, it fell apart fairly quickly. And it's just been a disaster since then. But you've always gone back hoping that you could get back to that moment when you first met years ago. But it's just not happening. And now the divine is trying to push you forward elsewhere. So they're encouraging you to surrender, to let go, let God. Well, you have 2 cards here. Okay. So you have, actually, let's go. This one. Okay. So the first card you have is let go. And at the bottom it says, as you surrender the need to control, your relaxed energy rapidly attracts your desires. And then the other one we have is connect. Connect with nature. You're rejuvenated and inspired by spending time outdoors. So for some of you, they're saying, you have to let go. The robin, there's a robin in here. Robins represent new beginnings. They're trying to get you into a new beginning. They're trying to end this for you. They're trying to take you somewhere greater, something that will flourish, something that will be prosperous, abundant, fulfilling, or else saying joyful. But you have to release that. Because they have this new beginning. They understand your prayers, your hopes, your prayers, these things that you desire. For some of you, you may have been praying for this, for a love of a lifetime. You may be praying for family. Okay, they're saying some of you have been praying for the love of a lifetime. You have been praying for a family. You have been praying, you've been wanting these things, you've been desiring these things. You've just been desiring them with the wrong person. They've heard your prayers. They're trying to bring them to you. They're trying to bring what is best for you to you. But it's not what you had envisioned. So they're saying that the sooner you let go, the sooner you surrender, the sooner that you trust, the sooner you allow things to unfold, things will unfold in a perfect way. And you'll find that God is going to surpass the things that you envisioned and the things that you were hoping for. They're saying to also not worry. For some of you, they're saying to stop overanalyzing, because some of you are really stuck in your heads, really overanalyzing everything. So for some of you, are even contemplating, see how she's like staring at the robin? So some of you are even contemplating overanalyzing this new beginning. So for some of you, you can even see what the new beginning is. Some of you, even have a new potential love interest. But they're saying you're even over-evaluating that in fear that they're saying that you have fear that it's going to crash and crumble like the relationship that you're leaving, connection that you're leaving. But you have to trust, and you have to have faith, and you have to stop overanalyzing. Because you don't have anything to worry about. They're taking care of everything. You just have to trust and have faith and let go. Now, they are saying you do have to take some actions, because for some of you, there's some, I get a sense for a number of you, there's some legal things that you're going to have to take care of to free yourself of this person. They're saying for some of you, you have started to or have emotionally disconnected from that person, but you have some contractual obligations, something with them that's still not tied. So maybe it's divorce proceedings still aren't done. Maybe you're still trying to divvy up properties or divvy up some inheritance. But you're going to have to make some decisions this week to finally free yourself of that in order to move forward. And they're trying to give you some action steps. Now, when we go outside and we take a walk in nature, that gives us, that helps us clear our mind. That helps us stop overthinking. That helps us to stop overanalyzing, so that we can get messages from our angels, so that we can think clearly, so we can receive some new ideas, some new thoughts, some potential new actions, steps to take. So it's funny, because although they're encouraging a number to stop overanalyzing, they're saying you need to stop overanalyzing. You know what you need to do. Take a walk out in nature. Pray, meditate, ask the angels to give you a sign. Say, okay, I'm pretty sure this is what you're wanting me to do. Can you please give me a physical sign to let me know? Is that what you want me to do? And take a walk outdoors, and they will give you a sign. So maybe you're contemplating taking a step with this person to finally, finish legally separating your finances. And you're like, okay, I'm thinking about hiring this attorney. Should I do this to move forward? Then they may have a robin swoop right down in front of your face, and that's your sign to, yes, call that attorney and get that moving now. And for some of you that have a new, you know who this new beginning is, or this new person, new potential love interest, because they were saying for some of you, you overanalyze that potential. Walk outside, pray, ask the angels, give me a sign. Are you really guiding me to this person? I think so, but are you really guiding me in that direction? And should I pursue them? And same thing, they'll give you a sign. And they're very swift. If you give a clear question, they will very quickly give you a clear answer. And if you don't get a clear answer, then they're telling you to not do that. So it's I often recommend people do yes questions. So if you're out and you're like, okay, I'm feeling that I should move forward, and pick up the phone and call him, or pick up the phone and call her. If I should do that, can you give me a physical sign to let me know if that's what I'm supposed to do? If they don't slap you in the face with a physical sign within 60 or 120 seconds, then that's not something they're encouraging you to act on. But get out in nature. And for some of you, it will help also calm your mind, because they're saying for a number of you, you're really spinning in your head and keeping yourself stuck. And they're saying for some of you, you're spinning in your head so much that you're not stepping into your power and taking the steps that you need to take in order to move forward. You see how the Knight, he's confident. He's committed to what he's doing. He's strong. He's stepped into his courage. He's ready to face his demons. He's ready to slay that dragon. He's ready to move forward. They're saying for some of you, you have just sat in this place of not doing anything out of fear. So they're trying to get you to start to move forward. They're trying to get you to move into your new beginning. So 3 cards clarifying on your situation. The first one is Denari. And this is, you know, straight up, it's money. Inheritance, investments, finance, money. And then we have the Prisoner, Prigione. And this is, well, if you look at just the meaning of it, it's actually imprisonment. The inability to act, the inability to move forward, the inability to do something, constraint, because you've kept yourself stuck. And this is the Giovine Fanciulla. And this is attraction toward a young woman, a younger woman. So for some of you, and you can always swap the sex on these. I'm going with what they're saying. They're pointing out on the cards as well. So for some of you, you have a new love interest and she's younger than you. She's a new beginning that they're trying to take you toward. But you're not moving toward it because you're stuck and shackled to your past. Because, and something of value is not just truly financial money. It can be a relationship with someone. So you had a relationship with someone. You really had hopes that it would turn into something. And for some of you, you do have a lot of finances entangled with that person. But you've been stuck focused on your past in the state of despair and not moving forward because of something you valued in the past that wasn't to come to fruition. They're saying for those of you in this situation, this is love connected. So it was a woman you were in a relationship with. You can swap it and be a man. But marriage, romantic partnership, relationship. Some of you actually started to go into a business venture with this person, but you put all of your eggs in this basket. You really valued this. You really thought that this was going to become something long withstanding. And you were all in. And it wasn't meant to be. And they're trying to separate you from that person, separate you from that situation. But you're still chained to it and stuck to it. They're trying to get you to step into your power and free yourself. Because for some of you, it is going to involve some legal separating of some things that are financially related. Because they have a new love for you. And they're saying for some of you, you know who this is. For a number of you, it's a woman and she's younger than you are. Now, you can swap that. Could be a man that's younger than you. A woman that's younger than you. And they're saying a number of you know who that is. They're saying most of you know who that is. Some of you haven't met her yet. Or him. So hopefully that helps everyone. Oh, angel answers. I almost forget these recently. Okay, so if you are a person in situation 1, go ahead and think of a question that you'd like answered, maybe something that you didn't get in the reading, and I'll go ahead and pull an angel answer card for you. So situation 1, not the right time. Okay, people in situation 2, if you can think of your question and ask for help from others. Okay, well hopefully that helped. Filled with a lot of love, joy, and blessings.